Welcome to my channel. It's Corey with My Healing Crafts, and I have another new idea to give inspiration for what you can put into your journals. I've taken, well, basically, I have these die cuts that are these file folders, and I've cut them up, even these little tiny, little small ones, and I've turned around. Here's one little small one that I made that I put a closure on. This one I didn't embellish as much, but can turn into a way that you can put it into, see, I just put my specimen cards in, but to make extra pockets and make it into what you can see as the file in your journal. And then you just glue this onto your page of your journal and all that. But I wanted to come up with a clever way to use these file folders to make really cool looking pockets. And this one basically did the idea of Alice in Wonderland, and I used digitals from Seven Plaza. Margreth has made some beautiful digitals, and I encourage you to actually stop by her Ko-Fi and actually take a look at her digitals because they are amazing. So I've incorporated some of that, but I actually did where, these flowers remind me of something from Alice in Wonderland. I've got the tea for two, and then I've got a page from Alice in Wonderland, a tag that hides the cup, and then you have your mushroom, and then you have your white rabbit and its book and his pocket watch and a window, like as if you're falling down, and then you have your mushroom and all of this. Just wanted to make it look like as if you were kind of going down the rabbit hole with the rabbit. And again, made it with a closure so that you can actually close it up, but then again, glue it inside of your journal and all of that. So, and here's another really cool thing. I got a little busy and I made some extra little travel journals here that I put together. Super excited about these two. I did earlier, but I did some really cool ones. And like I said, I think the file folder might be small enough that, see, it would actually fit inside a pretty small journal, and you could just use it as a double pocket and all that, like glue all only on three sides, and then that way you can put a tag right there, and that'd be really cool. But just wanted to show, have been busy just doing a bunch of embossing and making little journals and all that. But this is basically it. I made a template on how to, so that I knew where to cut my papers for my files. And we're gonna jump to the small ones first, and I'm just gonna glue these up so you can see how I kind of constructed the whole entire journal, pockets itself. And I went ahead and already inked and all of that, but I'm basically going to take my glue, and I am just going to basically glue down my paper really quick and get this all started. I'll do one of the small ones and then we'll jump to the big ones, and hopefully I'll have time to be able to actually embellish on those ones. But I thought these were really cute, a really cute idea on just how to decorate a journal, or do extra stuff for your journals and all that. So I'm just going to continue to hurry and glue these. Oh, I guess there is one part that I did not prep. I just realized that, which, oh, I should do that now. No, not yet. Sorry, jumping ahead. So I'm going to put this one down, and this way you can decorate it however you want. You can go with the theme of your journals that you're making and all of that. You would just go along and get this paper down, like super easy if you have these die cuts to make these cute little pockets and all of that. But makes them great, cute, personalized. So when you get to this part, before you put on your, or get ready for your other part of your um, file, you need a scrap piece of paper. And basically, what I did was I have these offcuts, and I lined it up on to that the file itself, and then you would just fold this in half, just like that. And sorry, you're going to start bouncing because every time, because I'm on my lifetime table, I'm just going to hurry and ink up this part too, so it's not so noticeably white in comparison to everything else. And I'm just going to hurry and do both sides and all of that. So just super easy, get it done kind of thing. And then what you would do is glue the one side, this side, we're going to just, well, I guess I didn't have to ink that side, but that's okay. We're just prepared. So we will just go ahead and glue this. And this basically makes it continuous, so it's all conjoined and all of that. And I just line it up at the bottom so that it's like this. And the reason why I wanted to stop before I did the next part is because you want to be able to put down your paper to kind of hide that, where I didn't do that in the other ones, but I started thinking about that when I started preparing for this video and all of that, what would make it better. And I would love to see if anybody decides to create these as well, and just tag me. I want to see your creations because love inspiration. I want to see if anybody else likes what I've come up with. So glue that on and press that. Then we're going to get, and we want to turn it so that it's opposite of each other. And so now what we can do is actually glue this flap down onto there before we put our paper. So we're just going to go ahead and here we go. Get it on. Let's see, we're just going to get it like this, put it on. And if anything overhangs, we can always cut that later. But I made extra file folders because I really just wanted to make a bunch of them and all of that. It just takes a while to prep for videos. So try to do the best that I could. Also trying to deal with life and things that are happening and coming up. So now we're going to get to, as you can see, now it looks all continuous like that. So now we just want to keep on going with gluing on our papers. And then once this is completed, you could always embellish however you want. But like I said, I want to get to the big ones because I want to be able to at least hopefully decorate those in this video for you guys. But came out with some cute ideas on what I want to do, because I do plan on doing some different styles of journals. And again, you can theme these to whatever you're working on, which is great. I just love it. And then this back one, you would leave blank because that is where you would actually glue it inside of your journal. And as I can see, I don't know how I'm gonna, let's do it like this. Cut this overhang right here to get that off. And then what we would do is I went ahead and I prepared these, but it's like 3/4 wide and 2 inches long. And then I scored out put it down and I scored where at the 4 or a quarter inch between the two to give me a gusset and all of that. And then what you would do with this piece is the longer piece is what I would glue to the back side of this right here and just glue that on just like that. And then you take this piece and you can just use these from the dollar store, which they work just fine too. The other ones I used from Amazon, but I found my dollar store ones and I thought I'm going to use these just in case that's all that people have. But I always, which side did I do the rough side on? Gotta figure that out. Oh, okay, rough side we want to put on the top part. So basically it would be on this side. So you put it down and then make sure you have your gusset so that if you do choose to actually fill this up, you've got a little bit of space for the files to actually expand a tiny bit. And what I should have done prior, just hope that glue holds. If not, we'll have to glue that down. We'll actually corner around. Oh, I guess I'm not doing it with that. Do it before you glue it. That's wise. Just kind of make it so it's not so pointy. And that makes it a lot easier if it's not so pointy on these. But voila, got a cute little file pocket so that you have two and all of that. Since I don't have a third one that goes in the middle, it's a 2. So basically what I probably should do is, I'll move those. I will corner around the shorter pieces so that I'm not forgetting that, and then I can re-ink those on the next ones. So just like that, gives it a really nice little rounded corner so it's not so sharp. And then take your ink, just kind of ink those up again. So then the next thing that we would do is, I think I'll do this one. This is kind of the green file, I guess you could say. And so we're going to start with the first one. Sorry for moving you. And I will go ahead and start getting the papers on. So maybe I'll get well, we'll just go ahead. Like I said, just get your glue on, get your papers, get them cut to size, and oops, hello, don't go. Get those glued down so that they're on there. I just wanted to show you what I was doing. Super easy to do. And then go to the next bit, which, there we go. On our next one, and I like this green, and I like how when you use vintage photo on it, how it looks all aged. I think that's super pretty. Oh, and some of these I should have rounded the corners, just realized. So I'm gonna have to pay attention to some of this on my papers. And this one doesn't have the little dots like the small one does, so it looks a little different. Then you just want to line up your papers to the next one. I just like little ideas like this. Anything helps for your journals and all of that. Great creations. Like I said, I was just playing around with my die cut and said, how can I come up with an idea? And started playing after that. Because I would like to actually do an Alice in Wonderland lap book, but not like a traditional Alice in Wonderland. I wanted it to be kind of different. And I was trying to come up with an idea. That's why I did the one with the Alice look, because I thought that looks really good. And it's great because you can embellish with anything, with your stickers to your chipboard things. Oh, I forgot to do that. Where I forgot to do, see, this is what I did on the beginning, on the first one that I did, is I forgot to actually do this. So I guess we're going to do this one different, like I did with the originals. We'll just make sure to make it not look so obvious. And with this one, I think what I'm going to do slightly different. Well, maybe not. I will actually go ahead and just dress this up really quick just on this part, since the other part is going to be glued down and we're not going to notice it as much. I tried to come up with a way with gussets and it just didn't work. So that became a challenge in itself. And I thought this was a better way. Sorry guys, you're going for a ride. A better way to be able to make something with your file folders. Okay, now I'm going to glue this down. Yeah, we're going to get this going and all that fun stuff. And maybe what I can do, if I don't get a chance to decorate the second one, I'll make sure to have it posted so you can at least see like a front picture of kind of the idea. So I'm still not sure how to upload pictures with everything. So, this side, I can do it correctly. And glue it down first. What's nice is it actually makes it a little bit stronger too when it comes to this, because you're reinforcing the paper squished in between all of it. And then we shall get the next piece. So we'll get this decorated and I'll put it, I'll let you or see the one, so you don't have to watch me do all of these. And I don't have all the time in the world right now, waiting on results of information. So yeah, but we can at least decorate the one. Okay, next, and our next piece. I hope this helps you guys come up with some cool ideas for your journals and all of that. I'm gonna keep, oh no, gonna move her a little. Oh, that wind has been crazy. Oh, I guess I did do an extra one for this one. That's okay. I'll just become something else. So we'll go ahead and get this all taken care of. Do 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 do. Okay, here we go. All right. So, and again, we'll just take one of these pieces and I'm going to glue it down on the back side. Good amount. And line it up with the one mark that is our gusset. Make sure you fold it around so that it can actually close on it really well. Then what we shall do this time is I may, just to be on the safe side, because this one doesn't seem as sticky as the ones from Amazon, and which is fine. We'll just put on like this and a little bit of glue on this one. That's all you need to be able to do that. Okay, and then put it down so you have a gusset, and we're ready to decorate. Okay, so now what we will do, let's see how long. Oh, that isn't bad. Or maybe we'll skip this and actually hurry and glue down the other one so we can decorate this one as well. So we're going to start off like this. Yeah, we're just going to hurry and do it. So, oh, this one I do have to notice that I did not round any of the corners on these pieces. So I just made sure to kind of round them on some of them where they looked like they needed it. And let's see, kind of round that. All right, now we're good. Go back to, get rid of my scraps. Back to this, and we'll just hurry and go like this. Kind of, okay. Now we're ready. Now we're rolling. Here we go. I have some cute ideas for both of these. And again, I'm using digitals from Margreth from Seven Plaza. And oh, it's just beautiful. Beautiful digital kit. She's the first one that I ever got a digital from and bought my first digitals from her. And oh, they're just beautiful. I just love it. Digitals wasn't always my thing. And I'm only trying a little bit with the digitals, you know. So to be able to do some stuff. And again, I know not everybody has a printer to be able to do this, so it can make it challenging for some. We're just going to go ahead and yeah, put down some glue. I love these two colors, the blue and the green. So pretty. And I mean, it can go for so many different things. And I think this is why I'm excited to show you how I was going to decorate both of these, because of what I pulled in from my stash and also from the different digitals. Because I think that's great. And, you know, let's support our fellow crafters. You know, there's an idea that I want to do that Crafty by Tony has done. So I'm going to try it, and then I'll share it with everyone. All right, look, I remembered. Stop while we're here. Get a piece of paper. Okay, here we go. Just so I could remember what to do. And we shall cut it right here. And we're going to go ahead and fold in half. Just like this. Ta-da! And I'm getting glue all over the place. I fill it. And I'm going to hurry and ink it. So just in case any of it shows, it's not so noticeable. Here we go. Get that all inked up. All right, beautiful. And glue down the one side. Trying out this Nouveau glue. Actually, pretty decent if you ask me. I do like the fine tip. I was watching, I think it was Crafty by Tony, and she was talking about it. Another crafter had talked about it, And so I was interested in, went ahead and looked into it because, some glues out there are just so pricey. And so I wanted to see if this was worth the hype. And it works pretty good. It works fast, which is pretty impressive. Oops. I'm going to do that wrong. Oh, no, oh no. That's going to turn out wrong. Because the way I need to have it turned, just means this side is going to be wrong instead of like all the others. All right, well, I guess we're doing this wrong. That's okay. Well, here comes the rain. All right, get your glue down. And, all right, now we'll get this part glued down. That's all right. So you can order this on Amazon, the Nuvo glue. And again, it works really well. I've been really impressed with how well it works, because they were comparing it to like art glitter glue, and I really, again, I don't have experience with art glitter glue or even barely arts glue. I have them, but I haven't really played with them yet. So I don't know, because they are pricey. And so it made me very hesitant to want to use them. So, but this, pretty decent. Here we go. We'll just get you on. As you can see, my cutting is not perfect, but I'm okay with that. Well, that just sucks, because that just screwed me up. Oh, great. Well, okay. We'll compromise that paper and make the piece that I need from this paper. Okay, that's going to work. See, this is how we handle our screw ups. We just change it. I had a whole system, and I don't know what I did. It just goes to show sometimes it happens in crafting, and it is okay. This is why I don't want to edit anything out when I do stuff like this. I want you to be able to see it and how we can handle it. So let's go ahead and come along here, and we'll just basically cut along there, but we're going to cut just a tiny bit below the line. This way we can get it on our paper. Okay. And hopefully, oh yeah, that works. Hurry and ink it up. So just cut that all off and get that started here. All right. Again, real quick on making your mistakes go away. Just learn how to work with it. Okay, so we'll just get this going, and then we can get to the fun part after we put our back piece on. Be able to this is our back. Okay, got it. This is our back. So we're going to go ahead and glue this on just like that. And make sure that you don't have it on the gussets, so that you can go like this to make the gusset happen for if you fill it up quite a bit. All right, now we need the rough side on that side. So it's this side to go on just like that. Sticky. Just want to make sure it's sticky enough to stay. Okay, and there we go. Okay, cool. So now that we have that done, the two different ideas that I have is, so with the green one, I found all sorts of stuff that actually goes quite well. I mean, look how beautiful that is. And I love it because if you look at it, it's got the green, like you can use that as like your your tag pieces like I did here. But we're just going to do some simple decorating real quick. And I just have bits and pieces of different digitals and all of that I love this. I think I'm going to use that on the front part. And I love the roses that are on it. You could even this is lace from the Dollar Tree, and you can even put down your lace back behind it. Obviously, it's hard to do because of my little latch here, but it would be beautiful if it was across the whole top right there. But I'm going to go ahead and just put this down and then just start with some of the others and kind of go from there. Because this one, I actually want to use some of the field notes digital, because the colors, let's see if I can find it, the colors on that are just, they're so beautiful, and they, like, I want to be able to use this piece onto this one here with some of the other stuff because it's just beautiful. Okay, and then we're going to open this up. And the way I decorate it is I actually decorate everything that, like as if I'm opening it up towards me. This is how I'm going to decorate. Just like I love this bit from another part of our digital. And you don't have to worry about covering up everything if you don't want to, which is nice. So it doesn't mean that you have to do like every square inch. Also love, because of the pinks that are in there, I actually have some of these cute little stickers that I could even put on there that would incorporate the pink with all the roses and all that. And that was kind of my thought, is incorporating the roses into it. So you don't even have to do like the digital and all that. We could actually just play around, and let's just go ahead and let's just do that real quick because I love these stickers here. Oh, and here's another great idea. So when you're done with these stickers, I'm going to actually clear off the rest of the sticker stuff, and I'm going to use the plastic piece and make specimens with it, because it would be the perfect thing to stamp, because then you can remove the rest of these plastic pieces and all of that. I thought that would be great. Look, we could even put that there, or we could even do the window, or I like the daisies right there, but I also kind of like this one because it's got the pink roses. So I think I'll use this one with this one really quick. So I'll take the basket off and put it right here. Oh, I'll just kind of fold that over since I didn't get that. Okay, get that out of the way. Sorry, I was trying to get a fruit fly. So you can even do stuff like that to decorate. I love, like, there's these beautiful pieces with the chocolate, and again, it just goes so well with it because they're holding the flowers and all of that. I mean, you could even like stack some of this. I mean, you could do, I'm not very good at doing the layering pieces, but you could do things like that. I don't have a ton that I can play around with when it comes to this. So, but I just love the idea. And I think, again, I can keep some of this actually pretty simple. And I do, oh, I like that. It's a little, it just says number, like you could put a number in there and all of this. But I like this one too because it's got, again, the colors that are in all of this that I brought in together on these. I mean, I love, like, you could put this with it, or you can even do, like the bottle right here. It's just trying to decide. And these are, like I said, all different digitals that are from, I mean, this isn't her digital, but there are different digitals that I pulled from with all of this. So now it's just a matter of trying to decide how to decorate all of this. But again, trying to pull in the flowers and all of that to help with it. And then, which I may stop on this one since I really can't figure out what I'm doing. And part of this is, I mean, look how beautiful that goes with that. And then I pulled these from the little books I have, and then I did a stamp and all of that. And I mean, I even have, you can use sticker books like this that you can pull different stickers, or if you have, if you're lucky enough to still have this, I have like a Martha Stewart dimensional stickers. There's different stuff that I have that, I mean, that would go well. The character on that background right there. We could do, I mean, there's all sorts of different things. I even have this butterfly from the dollar store that you can put on there. Let's see. Like I said, I don't have tons that I can play around with. So I'm trying. We're going to keep trying. So I think maybe on, although I do kind of like this here, but I think I want that more in on a bigger piece, because I think that would work so much better. But I think I'm going to round the corners on these ones right here, because it just is a little bit softer of the look. Let's see. Okay, that's better. And we'll just put that in more the middle. And I think I do like, because this, I could actually turn around and stamp field notes on there if I wanted. So maybe we'll just go ahead and do that. And then just leave that butterfly right here on the front. So if you're ever looking for any ideas on digitals, or Seven Plaza has an amazing channel and ideas on what she does. So if you haven't watched her, you need to check her out and all of that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and glue down this one, since it's a perfect color to go along with this. Just kind of put it on like that. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could even turn around and put something right here on the tab. Ugh. And then again, you just want to decorate so that it's right here, that you can see right here by you. I think I do want to use this piece, because mostly my intentions is to use these as pockets, but when you flip them open, I want you to be able to see the beautiful decorations. Like I think I really like this to go right here. And so maybe I'll do the tag right here, or the strip, I should say. We'll just go ahead and I like that. Can I get, oh, I can. So I'll cut it to right there. And again, we'll just go ahead and, whoops, wrong side. Round the corners on this so that it's not so sharp of an edge. So I'm trying to keep all my pieces out of the way. So I think I'm going to put that kind of in the center on that one. And go ahead and get that going. All that. Just get that like this. When I have these tiny little silver flowers, I mean, they're teeny, that I could even incorporate, because I was even thinking that on like part of that, putting one of the little flowers right there, maybe even backing that up with paper and doing it that way. Okay, and then I'm going to do this butterfly here. I guess I'm going to try to figure out how I'm going to finish up these pieces here. I do want to get the field notes piece that has for this paper. I want to use these actually in these little slots, or even these pieces in here if they'll fit, to be able to incorporate all of that. So I might actually get that done in a little bit, but it's just hard to believe how much real estate you have to actually decorate on. So it makes it a little bit hard if you don't know what you're going to use. I mean, I even like even these two pieces. I mean, even if I put them side by side, like as if they're part of pictures that they took from the field notes, I think I might actually bring those back here. I like that idea. Like as if this was their pictures of the butterflies that they did. So we'll hurry and get those glued down. And I guess if you really didn't want to, you didn't have to, do tons of decorating on here if you don't want. So let's see. I guess one of the hardest parts on some of this is sometimes you just don't want to like tear into these beautiful digitals or whatever to make them work. But you can even do, one second, where is it? I have a book here that I started taking from, and you can take a page from it and you can even use this to decorate like I like. We're just going to go ahead and tear that. Again, like I said, it can be a little hard if you're not used to doing this kind of stuff, but I like, we're going to just tear around the words, get this all torn down. I'm going to actually save this piece that has the number because I can use that on something else. Not the greatest, but even something like this, easy peasy, decorating here, which is great. I did that on the Alice in Wonderland one, which was perfect. So again, piecing together different pieces. And then you can take a smaller embellishment and actually put something else on there to kind of go along with it. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot out that can go with all of that, but I think I might also do another piece of that paper or that page here. And we're not going to take it as down or far down as the other, but we're just going to take it, put it on this one. This way we kind of speed up our decorating here. And we just get it on like this. Oh, not like that. Like this. And then we can even go in with your ink and, ink that up. Really brings out some of the stuff on it too, so that it looks old and tattered and all of that. So there we go. And then we can turn around, and I think, like I said, it's kind of difficult to do this if you don't have a whole lot. I don't see that's going to be the right blue. Well, we could probably make that work on one of these to have plain flower, and then I can put a daisy in the center. Well, maybe we'll just do that. Filling in space. Get that done. Here we go. Get a daisy down just so that there's something more right there. And I think I want to actually incorporate some of this color, and we'll take it down close to the poppies here. And great way of using digitals for sure. Wonder if, let's see, I mean, if you really wanted to, you can make that into a pocket, since everything's always into a pocket, right? When we do this, let's see. No, I think I'm just gonna, again, leave some of these pretty simple, because, and I think I might actually use this stamp on here though, but we'll go ahead and glue this one down. And again, this is mostly for holding your stuff in, but it's just fun. It gives you a little bit of extra decoration in it. And then we'll finish, hopefully, that one real quick, because we can kind of do the same thing with the book, bring in a little bit of book to help with the real estate of your papers. But all right, so that basically finishes up that one. And again, you can do a little bit more to this one. So let's get back to this one. And we still have lots of space, but I do kind of like the idea of, we're going to kind of tear that. And even though that would have been covered, but I like that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick with this one. I just like that bottle with the flower. I think it just looks really good. Sorry this is taking so long. We're getting there. We'll be done here very soon. So we'll just get this in. Okay. I just like how that kind of lays right there. And we'll bring this here. I think to hide some of that, again, we'll just use some of our paper that we have right here and shorten it a little bit here with some of the stuff off of there. Yeah, let's do that. You know, you can even do little rose stickers on here as well. But just go ahead and do this. And then we can add in, oof, it's almost daunting. I really, for some reason, just want to, I like it like that. So I think I'm just going to put it right there. I want to be able to incorporate this here. We will go ahead, like it at an angle. Like I said, if you had rub-ons, that would look good too. And then we can just go ahead and distress the paper while it's on here, because it's not going to matter. And now you can't see where I made that mistake, which is great. I mean, not as much as before, but what a great way to clean that up. And then I think, let's see, I actually want to keep it pretty basic on this one. I love how that looks with the roses, like wallpaper that you would see in a beautiful house. So I'm going to go ahead around these corners as well. You know, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just a little bit of extra decoration makes it a little bit thicker too, and all that. And yes, I made a total mess everywhere. It's awesome. Again, incorporating different things. And then I think, because I do want to use this, that maybe I'll let's see, if I stick that down, I'm going to put that in the corner right there. So I think I'll go ahead and do that. And yes, I have two of them. Because it's beautiful. So we'll just get the glue on, put that on our little corner right here. And then this one is actually a sticker, so we'll go ahead, wonder, just to be on the safe side, because I don't remember how long I've had these sitting here forever. See, using my stuff. I like that it's got a butterfly on it too. Again, you can add more into it if you wanted to, but I'm going to keep it pretty simple. And then I think I want to, no, that's too many flowers together. I do want to use that. I guess I don't have a whole lot of paper pieces that I can use from there. So let's get another piece of paper from the book and tear that out. And I want to use, well, they all do quite a bit. I know there's the way that you tear actually makes it look better, more depending on how you want to do your stuff. The way that you tear away from yourself, towards yourself. So we will go ahead and just take off that much. we'll stress it, and then I'm going to put that on top because I think that's just beautiful. And again, it's got the roses in it, even though it's chocolate. But who doesn't love chocolate? I know I do. Chocolate is wonderful. And I'll just kind of go like this. I'll go ahead and move some of this out of the way. We're going to get my ink right here. And we'll just go ahead and ink around. Makes it look so cool. And then we shall just trying to clear up here. Okay, we'll get this one down. All right. I know that covers up most of that, but I like the background of it. All right, guys. Okay, here we go. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we just did this and basically incorporating all the roses, all the pinks, and all of that into our little file folder. And then this one that we did, which again I'm going to use as like the field notes of, oh, I got to turn those off, of all that I'm trying to do. So I incorporated a lot of blue, and then you can just put them into your journals. Here, while I'm at it, let me try and clean up how to do it this way. Get those, otherwise I will forget. Okay, anyways, so again, if you know, like I said, here, we'll move my paper out of the way. You can see that we did these little file folders that you can now use in your journal to make cute pockets and all of that. And you don't even have to even glue them down if you didn't want to. I mean, they could just be a pull out and all of that. But as you can see, you can have a lot of fun with the file folders and all that. And I hope that you liked what you've seen and that you'll like and subscribe and leave me a comment. And again, if you choose to make any of this, I would like it if you could actually share it with me. And if you do a video, actually, you know, like share so I can see and all that. And I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope that this has also inspired you, and I hope to see you again soon. Okay, bye.